Hello, my name is Miyoko. I'm a truth seeker in Tokyo, Japan. And I'm today going to interview a very fantastic guest. But about myself, I've been interviewing many heroes and patriots around the world. And first I interviewed Paladin from White Hat, Jean Decode, and Janet Ozenberg with Sincere, who has made the fantastic documentary Fall of the Cabal, and James Gillan, Charlie Freak, and recently Dr. Michael Sala and Elena Danaan. And today's guest is really special. He's the gentleman here in the picture. His name is John Charles Moyen, and he has served as a commander in the French secret space program. And actually he was the commander and has rescued many humans and children. But not only humans, but he actually rescued many aliens as well. He almost died. So he has lots and lots of millions of mind-blowing stories. But I can just interview him today just for 50 minutes. And I hope you will understand the essence of what he has been doing. And so please enjoy the show with open mind. Thank you. John Charles Moyen, thank you very much for coming to my show. And are you still serving for the secret space program right now? Or is it secret?
Maybe it's secret.
Okay. So you were involved for this secret space program maybe since you were born. I mean, maybe
Yes.
Your mission, this John Charles physical body at this planet Earth is your big mission. And people who are watching this interview may be a similar star seed, and we all have the same kind of mission at this moment to reincarnate, to liberate this planet. But I strongly believe that John Charles, you are the leader of all our starseed group. You're the commander. And so you have a very big, important mission that we all have to be very grateful. And I think everybody on, every humans on the planet Earth should listen to John Charles Moyen's story and their precious experiences. So can you kind of start from age 4?
Yes. When I was 4, I was in a holiday with my parents, and I'm playing in the sand, and suddenly I disappear in front of my parents. So I disappear 1 hour. Nobody knows where I go. And after 1 hour, they search me in a beach, and no John Charles. And suddenly my parents crying, and I reappear at the same place in 1 second. And nobody knows what's happening, but I was in the same place, like teleportation. And my parent was very happy to to find me. So nobody knows where I go.
So 1 hour your parents were in panic. They were really running around.
Yes, very panic. Yes.
But they just didn't see anything. You just reappeared, and you maybe you didn't remember. You were only 4. But I think you said like around 6 or 7, you started to have many kind of strange experiences.
Yes, yes.
Did you kind of start to remember what happened?
Well, after my after disappear, when I come back, I develop a lot of abilities, and during my teenage age, I can move some object with my mind. Telekinesis, telepathy, and healing animals and the people around me. So I was a lot of abilities, and it was amazing. So my parents don't know why, but inside of my parents, they link my when I disappear on a beach. So everything is linked. After disappear, I had a lot of abilities like never seen before.
I mean, I think lots of stories about all these special abilities.
Yes.
You might hold many books about all these special abilities.
Yes.
Because you were already told by the Galactic Federations that you are super starseed. So not just a regular starseed, super.
The people and beings inside the spaceship call me a super starseed. Not me. I am a super starseed. They call me like that. Okay, it's very important to clarify. I ask why. You tell me I am a superstar seed, and they ask me because you have special abilities like teleportation without any device.
Yeah, that's really amazing. But people can go to your movie film, documentary South Shore Origin, which I will put the link below, and then Connection Alien, 15 videos. And Closet Revelations, and I don't know which one, but I think I saw you kind of really moving the drawer without.
Yes, exactly.
You actually have that movie.
It's a real footage of me at 16, and I was experiencing that and recording with my video camera, and it's working. So it's inside the movie.
Yeah. And when I heard about you kind of doing all these electric things.
Yes. I have a connection with electricity, with my energy. Yes, it was a link with me. Yeah, when I was very tired, I can research me. I have a connection with electricity. Yeah.
And also, and that was very funny that the teleportation that you went to your girlfriend's house.
Yes, but not funny for my girlfriend, but funny for me.
but you were still in your underwear because you didn't expect to go. It's accidental you went there.
Yes. No shoes, no coat. My keys were on the bed. My door was locked, and she lived a lot of kilometers, and no ID. And my father bring me my coat and my pants. And yes.
So she said goodbye to you.
Yes.
But anyway, so we might go back to your teleportation story. But at age of 12, you had extraordinary experience in your bedroom. Can you?
Yes. When I was 12, I was wake up in the night because something it's noisy in my room, and when I open my eyes, I feel somebody in my room, and it was beings, and I see the shadows, and I ask to the shadow, I see you, and the shadow move, and it come from me, it come to me, and it was beings, tall beings with green skin and red eyes, and he sat down on my bottom of my bed and tell me, "Hello, my name is Victor. I'm here to protect you." And this is the first contact with extraterrestrial beings.
But what did Victor look like? Was he gray or reptilian? Or?
No, not reptilian. The skin was gray, was the perfect face, no hair, and red eyes, and beautiful beings with much love outside, and very kindness with me, and very protective with me.
So you weren't afraid. You felt very familiar or safe.
Yes. It was familiar because for me, it was the first time of my life I meet Victor, but it's not the first time because I remember after that, in a few years with hypnosis regression, that I met Victor the first time when I was 4, and when I was abducted by a spaceship, when I was in the front of my parents and I disappear. This is the first time I saw Victor, and they erased my memory to not interfere in my childhood. So after that, it was the time for Victor to reveal that I have something very important to do in the future. This is the reason why he talked to me. And the reason I see him, it was because my vibration frequency was the same, because Victor and me have the same DNA, because I'm a part of human and a part of extraterrestrial too.
So Victor and you came from the same
Yes.
planet, which is called Ultima, I think.
Ultima, yes, he is a Ultimian, yeah.
And Victor is a member of the Galactic Federation.
Right.
So that means you are a member of Galactic Federation.
Well, maybe.
Because you are from Ultima planet.
Yes, exactly.
Because in your body, in Jean Charles' body.
Yes, my body is Jean Charles, but inside of me there is my soul is not from here.
So that's the reason why you're super starseed.
Yes, this is the reason they call me super starseed. But
I'm really honored to be talking to a real super starseed. I'm very excited.
Yes.
And at age 13,
yes,
still very young, you went to this summer camp and something happened. Can you explain?
Yes. When I was in the summer camp as 13, I was a big sunstroke in my head, and I was hospitalized because I have a lot of headache and very dehydrated. And they put me in a scanner to take my brain with an X-ray, and they discovered something wrong. The first time they think it was a dust, and twice they reduce the X-ray, and they discovered it was like a metal capsule, like a Tic Tac, and it was an implant. And after that, I stay in my room in the hospital during a few days. And one night, I remember the doctor came into my room with the military guys, and he spoke to the military guys, and I was unconsciousness, and I lose consciousness. But I remember some parts. I try to understand what they spoke about me, but the military spoken another language, and I remember it was a German.
But why would the military be in the hospital?
Because in the basement of the hospital there is something else with a lot of things. Incredible base? Things. Yes. A military base. Yes.
Secret.
With a Stargate inside.
Stargate inside.
Yes, and they put.
Near
yes, and one day I was in my bed, and I was wake up by a military guy with blue eyes and white hair, and he tell me, "Hurry up, come on, we must to be late. I don't want to miss the jump." And I don't know what he say. So I follow the guys, and we arrive in the elevator, and there is a guy in a black suit with a red triangle emblem, and we go to the basement, and when the doors of elevator open, there is a lineup with a child, and they tell me, go to this person to the table, and they tell me, put your hand in this box. And I think a little tingling and warm, and it was like a signature, my DNA signature. And after that, she gave me a suit with an emblem, a winged horse like a Pegasus, and go to the light with other children. And I take and I put through the door, the lightning door, and I was after that in other anger, and they test a lot of things about children to select who is perfect. And my test was many failed, but not me. And after that, I recognized the X-ray, Dr. X-ray and radiologist. And he spoke to a military guys and tell, this is the boy I told you. And he give me, come on, and go to this room. And I enter in this room. I feel something very strange. And in a shadow, there is a big mantis. And she take her big paw in my shoulder and spoke to me in a telepathy and tell me, you have been chosen. Don't be afraid. And I collapse. And when I wake up, I was in my bed in a hospital.
But that's, you're chosen, you see. But this secret military base with all these children yes. were kind of recruited or...
Yes. Like exactly. Recruits, so the other 13, 12, and not
like your age, teenager.
Yes, like me. Yeah, teenager.
So
yes.
You're not abducted. They're more like a recruited. So this was like a positive mission.
I think they test to choose some a child with different abilities. Yes.
But for the secret space, positive. Program.
Exactly. It was the first part of my recruitment.
Oh, I see. So I think you said at the age of 13, you were going and went to school or training.
Yes, exactly. A few days later, I came back to the summer camp, and I asked for my friend what's happening, and they mock me. And after that, I go to in the night. I was very sad, so I was in the field, and I say to the stars, I don't want to be here anymore. And I was very, very, very sad. And at this time, there is a disc came from me and teleport me inside a big spaceship. There is Victor and a lot of beings. And Victor tell me, welcome aboard the Solaris. And at this time, there is a blonde woman came from and tell me, hello, my name is Maria, follow me. And I follow Maria, and we go into a big room, like a classroom. There is a lot of a child, but not human child. There are a lot of alien faces, and just one Earth little boy. Her name was David. And at this time, we feel the link because we are only two humans, and we are friends, like
so much.
Yes, and we spend a lot of years inside the Solaris during approximately 7 years for the training, for share a lot of things with a lot of beings, and playing and teach a lot of things like develop a mind, fighting, and telekinesis. And for me, I had a special training with a mantis. The mantis was very kind with me, and they teach me how to think different in my mind, because in the future I need these abilities against reptilian races, the Draco. And my training was to think before I think. It's complicated, but it's like that. Okay, I must think differently, and it's very, very, very difficult.
Yeah, it's impossible to.
Yes, it's possible, but it's very hard.
So you had this intensive training and learning for 7 years in this ship, away from your family.
Mm-hmm.
That's very intensive for the teenager.
Yes, yes. But when I disappear in my room in the field, I disappear for all night.
Just one night.
Yes, one night, but it's very long. One night, and in one night, I spend a lot of time in a space because it's not the same things. Okay, and when I wake up, I was in a chalet. And in the front of my friend, because he was afraid, and he locked everything, the window, and he locked the door, and he take a chair behind, and he checked my bed. It was empty, and after a few hours, he fall asleep. Okay, but when he opened his eyes, I was in my bed, but I wasn't enter. How can I enter? Because everything was locked.
So did your roommate see the UFO? Maybe?
Yes.
He saw it.
He saw it, and he keeps the secret during a lot of years. And I met these guys when I was in the work to my mother work like a student and in the corridor, and I meet again, and hey, hello. How are you? Do you remember? Okay. I must tell you something very important, but after that, I don't talk anymore. And he asked me, he followed me when I go through the windows and go to the field, and he checked me, and he saw the disc, the gold disc, and he was afraid and traumatized and run to the chalet and lock the door, lock. And after that, he was very traumatized and oh my God, and never say nothing during, I think, 12 years. And after 12 years, he meet me in the corridor in the work and tell me the truth. And after that, I never seen this guy after.
He was too scared and traumatized.
Oh yes, very scared. Yeah, yes, very
I
scared.
hope he will come back one day to be like a proof witness.
I have a lot of witness for my next movie, Starseed Revelation 2, the sequel, and this is very important because for the first time of the world, I have a lot of witnesses can corroborate everything I tell right now.
So when you came back to this holiday camp after these 7 years in space, did something change in you? Did you have a slight memory of what? Because they wipe your memory when you return.
Yes. I have a memory, but it was like a dream because the first proof was my radiography. You know, because when I tell to my parents what's happening in the summer camp, my mother was, oh my God, I don't agree, testing to my son, medical, they don't ask me, and she received the bill for the radio, but not the radio. So my mother phoned to the hospital and hello, I want you to pay, but I want the X-ray of my son. And they asked to my mother, oh, I'm sorry, we lost. We lost the X-ray of your son.
That's incredible.
The X-ray with the implants, you know.
And so that's 13 years old. And then around 20, you went to the French military to be in the parachute commando.
Right.
So that's the regular military. It's not.
Yes.
How long
regular.
were you in the French, the parachute commando?
1 year.
1 year.
Yes.
And after that, you were did the 20 and back?
Yes, exactly. When I was in a parachute commando, during my training commando, I have a big accident on my shoulder, and I was hospitalized in a military hospital. And in the section, near the section, there is a psychiatric section, and the doctor tell, don't talk with these guys. And I talk with these guys and they tell me a story, a crazy story. They tell me each night they saw the military and doctor came in a room and put some person in a bed and go to the basement of hospital, and the guys in the psychiatric follow the military and see in her eyes the elevator open, and inside the elevator there is a big reptilian in a suit. They wait the people inside the elevator. So for the people, oh, they are crazy guys, but at this time I feel it's insane, right? So it was the truth.
Mm-hmm. There is lots of bases in all over the planet, but it's very rare to find anybody to be the witness still alive. So you're a very precious witness. Yeah. So it seems to be you hospitalized many times. I mean, I think everything seems to happen when you're in hospital.
not a lot of time, but when I go to the hospital,
I mean, intentionally you were in hospital.
Oh yes.
So from this hospital, something happened, I think. That's why you went.
Yes. Because in this hospital, when I was in the commando, they have a treatment for me with the infrared to repair my muscle, and I have a lot of injury, so they give me a medicine, and I remember the pain was very painful, and I lost consciousness. And one night they take me and go me too in the basement. And at the basement there is a lot of guys, military guys, and they put me a tingling here, and I wake up and what's happening? And put your hand in this box again. And it's for DNA recovery. You put your hand, and it's for check your DNA. Okay, it's you, Jean-Charles. Go to this light, and I go through the light again in the basement of this hospital when I was 20, and I arrive in a very big spaceship with Maria was here, and tell me, go with me in this big amphitheater, and my services begin at this time. So it was on two parts. First part, I was teenager for the training, and part two, I was adult, and I go to the Solaris again, but for the mission, in my adult age.
So when you were 13, you did 7 years training, and at age 21, 20, you did this DNA signature test, and they kind of checked that you were the Jean-Charles, the little boy that was already selected when you were 13, because they said you were special. And so they double checked, and then, this is the special Jean-Charles Moyen, and you were sent to the secret space program, French.
Exactly. Yes.
That's what happened. And then you said it's 20 and back, and people don't know what 20 and back means. Can you explain what is 20 and back?
20 and back is you serve 20 years, and after that they put in a big cylinder, and they make something, and we go to the time, and they put me in the timeline when they put you. When they take you. Sorry, excuse me, because I'm French, so I do my best in English.
So what happened to like Corey Good and Elena?
Yes,
people in those secret space programs, they return to the point of time and departure. So if you're like 12 years old, you return to year 12. Where you
the thing very important to clarify. I just I talk about secret space program now because it's time, but when I was 6 years old, my parents can testimony, I talk about Space Force when I was 6. You know, I have 52. So 46 years before, I talk about Space Force. I was in the corridor with Victor with a lot of spaces, and it's my life when I was a child. People think, oh, it's a child, the imagination of a child. But now we know it's not my imagination because the Space Force was inside of me when I was a little boy. So the disclosure was that at this time I was in the Secret Space Force.
No, maybe at the age 4, not 6, 4.
Yeah, no. 4, I was abducted, and at 6, I speak about when I was in the spaceship, and I learned something, and I spoke. For me, it was like a dream.
You mean disclosure already started at the age of 6?
Yes.
Disclosure by little boy.
Yes, my mom remember that. When I asked to my mom, when I start to speak about Space Force, my mother tell me, "Oh, I remember 6 or 7 years." Oh my God, you remember? Oh yeah, I remember that. You talk about you met alien and reptilian and gray and oh okay. It's a beautiful dream, my dear son, but it was not a dream. Now we know the truth, you know.
So that means like you did 20 and back at the age of 21, and maybe, but you were already doing something when you were small. Maybe not combat or this, but you already went to sea. Maybe you saw.
Yeah. When I was in 20, I have a lot of mission inside the space.
Yeah, because that's why you were trained for 7 years. So now you start all these very, very difficult mission starts when you're in the French. Terrible ones, combat and all kind of missions.
Yes. I remember precisely one mission I was near to death for rescue slavery and people in Mars and other planets. And with my team, I have a team with beings, human and hybrid and extraterrestrial in my team. All beings have special abilities, and we are friends like a family. And we go to this mission to save the slave, to rescue the slave. And at this moment, I was very injured because I'm fighting against a black Draco, a huge reptilian with the wing in the back, and very impressive. And my training was to think different. When I think, I must think another thing. But at this time, I want to protect my brother, my friend David, and I push David. And when I push David, I don't have the time to push my button of my belt to protect me with a force field. And the reptilian knows that, and he attacked me very quickly. So I was injured like never seen before. The big tail cut me in the back, and I fall on the ground, and I was like dead. And the team of David shoot the Draco, and after that, he rescued me in a Solaris, and they put me in a med bed to recovery. But it was very long because my injury was very, 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 very bad. So I remember that, and he marked my mind and for the rest of my life.
So you did experience the med bed.
Yes.
Well, can you explain what the med bed was like? You call it medical pod, I think.
Yes, it's like a pod with a crystal behind, and there is a liquid, luminescent liquid, and you float inside, and you feel something warm around you, and after that you are recovery, and there is a lot of program in the medbed. You can sleep 8 minutes. It's like 8 hours of sleep.
Oh, how lovely.
Yes, you can, because in space you must be operational every time. So you don't have the time to spend 8 hours in your bed. It's not. So you must be recovery quick. So you spend you can spend 1 hour or 2 hours in your bed. Okay, because we have a crew room with a big space view. In my room, I have a big space view, and I see the stars and the universe, and it's a very, very beautiful. And I have a med bed inside my room, and I can use for recovery of spare time to analyze my molecular structure, my muscle, and there is a program. And you can be strong. They don't change the DNA, but just the muscle. You are very strong and very recovery, very quick.
Wow, that must be like a real, like a special super hotel. I mean, like a 6-star hotel or something. I think maybe in the future people want to experience that.
Oh, yes. Yes, I think.
Bed with this fantastic view of the universe. And did you share the cabin with somebody, or was it?
No, I was alone in my cabin.
Everybody has a single room, or is it
I don't remember this detail, but I remember there is only person, maybe there is a lot of people, maybe beings share a room because there is the same beings, you know. Mm-hmm. So I don't remember beings with human in the same room, but maybe 2 human in the same room and 2 beings in the same room, but not the mix.
You have like a bathroom in your cabin?
Yes, a bathroom. Yes. But not with water. There is electro sound, like vibration. You can have water if you want, but there is something like and you're clean. It's like a blue light, and you feel vibration, and you're clean.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, so if you only sleep like 4 minutes or 7 minutes instead of 8 hours.
Yes.
That makes the 20 years much longer. You're doing all this.
Oh, yes.
So
yeah.
long. You don't sleep and you don't have a long course meal. Do you have like a leisure time?
Yes. We can spend a time in other spaceships, like Excelsior, a big mother spaceship, and we spend a good time with a friend, and there is a bar with a blue drink.
Yeah, I heard you talking excited with Elena about the
exactly
common
with Elena
experience on this Excelsior, because she was writing in her book about the Thorhan's mothership. That's called.
Yes.
And then you both realized that it's the same ship.
Yes, and I have a déjà vu with a lot of people, like with my friend Tony Rodriguez. And the first time I saw Tony, I'm sure I saw Tony. I don't know where, but I know it's in the universe.
Yeah, on your back it says Ceres Colony Cavalier, the black bird.
Yes,
which
I have a strong friendship for these guys. Yeah. Very, very strong.
Yeah, I can't stop reading that book. It's very.
Oh yes.
Yeah. But it's sad to think about all these slaveries going on. Not just.
Yes, I know. And my mission was to save this person.
But not just one. You're saving many, right?
Oh, I save many. I save many humans, many
children,
beings. There is a beings, a slave. Yes, not only humans. There is a lot of beings.
Oh,
yes,
beings. Aliens are also slaves.
Yes.
I thought it was only the humans.
And they put in the Solaris and in a special room to rehabilitate, because they are traumatized, and we much clean her brain and much teach something different to remove erase memory, because there is they live experiment very, very bad things. So it's very important to reintroduce with humanity, because
they like experiments. They like
yes,
experiments. They're crazy. So did you see human slaves? Many
human slave? Oh, yes, exactly. In a mine, in different planets, there is a mine and mining, and they search metal, a different rock and a crystal for a weapon and a medbed and a lot of things for weapon for the Draco and for feed our spaceship. And they used the humans. It's the human. It's like a currency in the universe for Draco. It's like a Bitcoin, human Bitcoin. You know?
labor slavery, and
exactly.
But when you rescue them, where do they go? These rescued humans.
They go to a special department in a big spaceship to repair, rehabilitate and repair our body and memory, because there is some people have a arm and cut arm, and there is very traumatized. You know, there is a lot of years they use like a slave during a lot of years. And we rescue this person and these beings.
Thank you very much for rescuing so many humans. You're risking your lives. Some of the rescuers did die, right? In the mission.
Yes.
They do die, these aliens. But you have the medbed, but even the medbed, it's maybe you can't save some of them.
Medbed don't heal for everything. If you're dead, you're dead. But for me, I was very near to death.
Oh, I see. So this David is the boy that you were with on the train.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much. And then you returned, and now you are, we are very excited about this talk about these arcs.
Yes.
So now again, you seem to have the DNA and the frequency or the key for the arcs.
I guess.
You're very precious, and you went to the Giza basement when you were born.
Yeah, when I was a boy, I traveled. Yes, I traveled under the Sphinx, the Giza, and I remember there is a big room with a spaceship inside, and I draw with my child hand, my drawing, and I have this drawing right now, and I give this drawing to my friend Michael Sala, and he was, oh my God, you have drawing the same thing. Now we discovered the secret room now, and it was 46 before. Wow, it's impressive.
So you were already prepared for this.
Yes, and Elena. And Elena Danaan, my friend and sister, star sisters, is an archaeologist in Egypt, and she knows this secret place. And in a night, there is a few months, we had the same travel in the same night, in the same hours, in the same place, and the next day we talk to each other, and we share, and okay, hold on, write an email to Michael Sala, and I write an email to Michael and send together at the same moment, and Michael received 2 emails of me and Elena at the same time. It was the same things with the same detail. There is a room where Elena was, and I was behind the wall in the next room. So we are very, 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 very near together.
People can go and watch that the talk you did with Elena and you about all that, with all these excitements, because I will put the link below. But I want to ask you about inside the ark. You talked about these beings, in stasis, or something.
Yes.
They're
Yes.
sleeping. And when you approach, you said they light up. Can you talk about that?
Exactly. When I was the first thing I was in Ireland in the night, and I was near the house of Elena. I never go travel in Ireland. Okay, it's very important to clarify. Okay, so I made a dream. Okay, you call a dream, and I met Elena, and with Elena we are teleported in a big spaceship. And in the spaceship, there is my wife, Melanie, because my wife, Melanie, with me have a relationship out of love. It's a special link with extraterrestrial too, but it's another story. and I feel somebody behind me, and I was electrified, and I feel warm and much love. And when I turned back, it was Toran. Toran with like an angel, perfect face, blue eyes with a bright, and he tell me, hello, my friend, you know who I am. And he puts your finger here, and he teleports me with Elena into Antarctica, under the Vostok Lake, okay, in a big ark. And when I was in a ark, there is beings in stasis, blue beings in stasis, and when I approach to these beings, the cylinder in stasis light on and light off, because I have an interaction with my DNA, probably, I don't know, maybe, and I was a link with these beings. And in the center of this arc, there is a hole inside, like a stargate with a liquid, luminescence liquid. And when I touch this liquid, I was sucked by the light and go outside and go to another arc, because every arc is linked with a stargate inside the arc.
And
so,
the blue beings are human?
No, not human. It was a tall beings, blue beings with a suit, dark blue suit with an emblem. I remember it was a triangle with a star like a Pleiadian inside. And I remember the board in the spaceship was a crystal. So I remember my dear friend Dan Willis talk about the crystal, very important, and it was crazy because the crystal is everywhere in the arc, you know. So I think the crystal is Earth of the spaceship.
Heart of the spaceship? What's his name?
Earth.
Art.
Excuse me.
But you also use lots of crystals in the mothership as well.
Yes.
Well, that's interesting. So you think it's like a partially activated, these arcs?
Yes.
And do you think it would be fully activated within 3 years?
I don't know, but I'm seeing it is coming. It's
you feel it?
Yes. It's I don't think it's very. We are near to the truth, and
because everything is really accelerating, speeding up.
Yes, everything. Exactly. Yes.
You're meeting with Elena and Dan Willis, and everybody's coming together all at once.
Exactly. And I came to Bahamas too, in Bermuda Triangle, and there is a base inside with a spaceship with the same beings. And I remember that I was teleported and I drawing the same thing at 6 too.
So you go to arc to arc through this portal or the portals, and you see the same being. They're all blue beings, and they seem to be the cedars.
Exactly. Yes.
And you're related to them, I think.
Yes.
So you have so much important role rescuing the humans. And,
I don't know. Maybe.
The ark.
Maybe.
Do you have medbed in your home? You should.
No. No, I don't have med bed in my home. No.
The Galactic Federation don't give you med bed? Do you sleep? How long do you sleep?
I sleep like normal humans, 8 hours or 7 hours. Yeah.
But you see all these med beds on these spaceships. How do you think these med beds will be rolled into the Earth when people are ready?
Yes, I think, but maybe there is med bed in Earth, but in a hidden place. Maybe.
But it's the problem is that it can be produced. It depends on people's awakening.
Yes. I think more people be awake, but if extraterrestrial give a technology right now, it will be dangerous for the rest of humanity because all people is not awake. Okay, it's important, and it's not time, and they don't want to be to interfere with knowledge, and we must do a work to open minds, and this is my mission for me and Elena and Michael and Tony and Dan Willis. It's our mission is to open minds for humanity, I think. In Japan, 90% people still sleep because they're very busy and they're watching TV and the mainstream news. Yes.
And I'm trying to wake people up, but it's quite difficult.
Yes.
And I know what's going on and about the Ultimate Accord, and in the space, all the nations are kind of really cooperating with each other peacefully and trying to protect the solar system. And the dark fleets are already gone. That's what I hear. But on the planet Earth, there's still lots of trouble and confusion, many confusion. One after another.
There is a bad people and a good people, like good alien and bad alien.
But even the good people are mind brainwashed, and they still believe the mainstream. So, but can I kind of tell people that it's really the Space Force is above the military, below. The Space Force.
Yes. I think there is a lot of secret space programs. There's not only one. There is a lot of space programs. It's important to clarify that not just there is a Solar Warden and the Solar Warden fleet. There is an agreement with another country like France and United States, and this is the Solaris. Yes, there is it's like a Starfleet.
But I mean, they're all cooperating. There's no fight there, but there seems to be superficially there seems to be like a conflict still,
exactly,
like Russia and Ukraine, but above it's all united. United. So that means the planet Earth has to follow the space. So it's kind of it's just the time. It's going to happen.
Yes, I think.
So I think that's all what I would like to ask. And it was really nice that you were able to meet Maria Orsic, because I think she's kind of a key person in this whole movement. And thank you. I'm sorry, you look a bit tired after a long interview.
Oh no, I'm good. I'm good.
Thank you very much indeed. And I think this interview went well. I hope it's recorded. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Miyoko. Bye-bye.
Good night. Thank you.
Good night.
Yeah.